Hello my students, welcome to Agial Language Schools. Today inshallah we will start Unit 8 Part 1. Let's see Unit 8, the Incas. Okay. My students, who can tell me where can we see all these people? Where? In the palace. In the palace. Excellent. Who is he? He is a king. Excellent. He is sitting on the throne. He is sitting on the throne. He is wearing a head dress. He is wearing a head dress. This is a collar. This is a collar. Who is he? He is a guard. He is a guard. Excellent. Who can tell me how many guards can you see in this picture? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can see 5 guards. The guard is wearing a helmet. Is wearing a helmet. He is carrying a shield. He is carrying a shield and a sword. And a sword. Excellent. Close. Who can tell me who is he? He is a messenger to the king. He is a messenger to the king. Excellent. He is wearing what? He is wearing tunic. He is wearing tunic. So let's read the words again. Helmet, shield, throne, spear, headdress, collar, palace, guard, sword, tunic, messenger. Okay? Let's move to student book, page 82 and read. Okay, page 82, student book, Unit 8, the Incas, a message for the Inca king. A message for the Inca king. Okay, 3 minutes to read this page and then you will listen. Okay? Class, are you ready for listening? Okay.
Pupils book, Unit 8, page 82. Reading. A message for the Inca king. It was before dawn when Homer heard a voice. "Wake up, Homer! Wake up!" somebody whispered. Homer opened his eyes. In the dim moonlight, he saw the face of his old teacher. Homer sat up in surprise. "Shh," said his teacher. "Don't speak. Get dressed and follow me." Hurriedly, Homer put on his tunic. The other boys were sleeping. He stepped quietly past them and followed the old man outside. As silent as shadows, they crossed the courtyard and entered the great hall. Homer's teacher led him towards a small doorway in one corner. Messengers did not usually go through it. The rooms behind the hall were part of the palace. Suddenly, the old man stopped and spoke. "Listen, Homer," he said. "You are the youngest messenger in the palace, but nobody runs as fast as you. You are not yet 17, but you are as brave as any man. Now you have an important task. Come." Homer followed the old man through the narrow doorway and along a short passage. They entered a large room where lamps burned brightly. The golden walls, glowed like the evening sun. Two men stood near the doorway. They were talking quietly. They stopped when they saw Homer. Their tunics were fine wool with delicate patterns of gold. These are important people, thought Homer.
Okay, let's move to 83. Three minutes to read, then we will listen. Let's listen.
A table stood in the middle of the room with a gold chair next to it. There were silver cups on the table, but the chair was empty. Homer heard his teacher say, "This is the boy, Prince Urko." A tall man appeared from the shadows. He wore a heavy cloak over his tunic. Bands of gold circled his head and his arms. A collar of gold and rare jewels was around his neck. He beckoned to Homer, and the boy stepped forward. The prince looked carefully at Homer for a moment. "You are strong," he said, "but you must be clever too. You must take a message to the king. You must remember every word." He leaned forward and spoke clearly. "Repeat," he commanded. Homer repeated the message. The prince nodded. "Now go," he said, "and do not fail." Homer left the room and ran back through the hall. He crossed the shadowy courtyard and ran out onto the road. Then he ran straight on, out of the city gates and towards the forest. "I must not fail," he repeated. "I must not fail."
Class, now it's time to answer questions. Please go to page 84. 84. Exercise 1. Match the sentence beginnings with the correct ending. Number 1. It was before dawn when. Who can tell me the answer? D. D. Homer heard a voice. Let's try D. Number 1 will be D. Let's cross out D. Number 2. Hurriedly. Who can tell me number 2? Will be E. Homer put on his tunic. Let's write E. Cross out E. Number 3. As silent as shadows. Number 3 will be G. They crossed the courtyard. Let's write G. Cross out G. Number 4, suddenly will be A. The old man stopped and spoke. Let's write A. Cross out A. Number 5, they entered a large room where H. Lamps burned brightly. So cross out H and write it here. H. Okay, number 6. A tall man appeared. A tall man appeared. from the shadows. Excellent. Cross out. Sorry, write it first. C. And then cross it out. Number 7. He beckoned to Puma and what? And the boy stepped forward. B. Close it out. The last one. Puma left the room and ran back through the hall. Write F. Okay. Let's move to exercise number 2. Talk about the answers to these questions. Number 1. Why did Puma's teacher wake him up before dawn? Number 2. Why did the prince tell Puma to repeat the message? Number 3. What do you think the message was about? Please form a group with your friend and start answering these questions in your notebook. Exercise number 3. Read, write the word, write the letter of the picture. Number 1. A piece of clothing you wear round your shoulders. Cloak. Picture C. Number 2. A very large room. Very large room. Hall. Letter D. Cross out D. Number 3. A loose. Number 3. A loose piece of clothing like a long t-shirt. It's tunic. T-U-N-I-C. Letter E. Cross it out. Number 4. An open space with buildings all around it. Country yard. Country. Courtyard. Courtyard. Letter B. Close it out. The last one. The dark shape when something is blocking the light. A. Shadow. Okay. This is our class today. Please answer your workbook page 72. Thank you and see you next class inshallah. Goodbye.